Morning and welcome to your Daily Sparks. When Hernando Cortés, the great Spanish explorer, arrived by ship on the beach at Veracruz, Mexico in 1519, he faced a daunting challenge: conquering the Aztecs. Now, the Aztecs were a very cruel Mexican tribe. They were right into sort of human sacrifice and all this sort of stuff. How could Cortés motivate his crew, hundreds of men, to be brave in the face of such incredibly evil and difficult opposition? Well, the action Cortés took is staggering. He sank the ships. He sank the ships that had brought the Spanish men to the shores of Mexico, so that the men had no way of leaving and returning to Spain. So only two choices remained. They were either victorious or they perished. King Josiah had a similar example. He had a similar formidable challenge. Since the days of King Solomon nearly 300 years earlier, the Israelites had wrestled with idolatry, and it was a heinous sin to them. How would Josiah lead his people out of bondage into bondage to immorality, into the immortality of living a free life for God and worshipping Him? Well, after he led the people of Israel in renewing their commitment to God, King Josiah did the equivalent of sinking the ships. He ordered the destruction of all the idols, pagan idols, all the living quarters for the prostitutes. He wiped all of them out. He removed all of the visible temptations that might have enticed the people to return back to that way of worship. And even today, we still struggle with idols. Our idols include materialism, greed, pornography, sexual immorality. How do we overcome these enemies? Well, first we have to renew our commitment to the Lord, like Josiah did. But we can also sink the ships. We can remove them from our sphere, from our sight. We can destroy our tendency towards materialism by simplifying our lives, for example, and getting rid of those big boy toys. We can ask God to give us a different attitude about money and wealth by being generous to others with the money God has given us. We can remove those temptations. We can sink those ships. What are you going to do today when temptation confronts you? I'd encourage you to sink the ships and trust in the Lord. We'll see you tomorrow on Sparks.